Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to get the eye look that I did on, I believe, my right eye. I've done this look before if you followed me on Snapchat, and this is pretty much going to be a voiceover of me just showing you the steps, and I pretty much did it kind of fast. And some of the clips in this video don't really show the full potential of me doing it, but just bear with me and you should be able to create your eye look just like this. So first I put my eyeshadow base as usual, which was the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Then I am going in with my BH Cosmetics palette, Take Me to Brazil, and I'm patting a dark purple in my crease. I'm doing the method that I see most European makeup artists do. It was a little bit of a challenge. I'm still mastering it, but I was able to get this eye look using this technique. And what you're going to do is keep patting the dark purple all over the eye until you feel like you've reached like your maximum pigmentation, because you want it to be as dark as possible so that when you cut the crease it's still noticeable. Then you're going to take a lighter purple and place it right on top of the darker purple, and then you're going to use that lighter purple to just blend out and combine the two colors together. So as I was placing the lighter purple on top of the darker purple, I noticed that I started to lose a little bit of the darker purple. So you're going to go back and forth between both colors, and you don't want them to merge together. You want them to like blend together and you have like a bit of a transition. So right now I'm focused on blending out the edges and lighting up the purple a little bit and taking it further up my eye. And then I'm going to add the background color, which is the same purple color that I used to blend out the darker color. I'm mixing it with a little bit of pink, and as you can see, I'm just patting it on first. The BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil is very pigmented, so I'm trying to be careful where I place the pigmentation. I mean, not the pigmentation, the eyeshadow, so that I don't lose all the hard work that I did. But you guys will see that I'm going back and forth between the purple and the pinks, just to build up on to my liking. So in this part of the clip, excuse me, I was speeding up how I'm blending, but as you guys know, during this process, the blending period is very tedious. You have to keep blending until your colors like merge together. There's no line of demarcation. The transition is flawless and seamless together. It just looks amazing. And as you can see, I was jamming to some music during the filming of this clip, but I did have to mute the clip because of like copyright and stuff like that. But basically, I was listening to Nicki Minaj, Did It On Them, and I started acting like a bird. But anyways, back to this blending. As you guys can see, since I fully blended out my transition colors, I went back into the crease color and just added purple and black. And the reason why I decided to add black in it is to just make the crease more defined and make the color look like it was bleeding from my eye. So that's why I just kind of add in black when I'm doing these intense looks. At this point in time, I'm pretty much done with securing how I want the crease to look and the blend. Now I'm about to start cutting the crease, and sorry that I leaned in a little bit too close. When I'm cutting the crease, I need to be precise as possible, so I was leaning into my mirror just to make sure it was very sharp. I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealer again, and you know, I'm not the greatest at cut creases in this video. I was pretty bombed though, I'm not gonna lie. So right now I'm just taking it slow, making sure that the brush is coated with a lot of product, and then I'm going to slowly carve out the crease because I still have problems like defining where I want my crease to be. And I want it to be very, very sharp, as you can see on my right eye. So this part requires a lot of focus. One thing to help you like cut your crease, you can put the concealer in the middle and blink up, and then I can show you like where your eye naturally creases. I didn't do that in this video. I just went right in, but it worked for me. Cut creases are all about precision, so don't feel upset or like down on yourself because like it's taking a long time, because you need to go as slow as possible, especially if you're not that, you know, good with cutting your crease. You need to make sure that it is defined as possible, because nobody likes a weak cut crease. Like, we wanted to cut it and be sharp. And then sometimes when I'm doing this process, I will go in with a smaller detailer brush that will like wipe away excess product. Why did I say process? Anyways, excess product. And I left the edges kind of looking crazy just because I was going to blend it out with eyeshadow. And that's what I'm using my large shader brush to do right now. And now I'm about to move on to the process of, you know, the glitter and the metallic part. I'm using my I forgot what this is called. The foil palette, there we go. It's really good and affordable, super cheap. I used to use this all the time when I first started makeup. And I'm taking like the purple lilac shades and just patting that on my lid. I do this before I put my glitter on because I feel like it just helps with making the glitter pop out more. And the glitter that I was using, it's kind of like, doesn't really show up unless you have a color underneath. I don't know what it's called, transparent, holographic, I don't know. But you need like a color. It will reflect whatever color you have underneath. So if you use that glitter under like on top of an orange eyeshadow, then it will reflect like orange glitter. If you use it under purple, like I did in this video, it will reflect like purple looking glitter. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say chrome, but as you can see, like it reflects like different colors. If you can see in this video, like sometimes it looks a little green, sometimes it looks a little purple. I'm going in with the NYX base, eyeshadow base, no, the NYX glitter base on top to make sure that my glitter stays. I used to use the NYX glitter glue, but I recently switched over to the Duo Lash Glue. I just find Lash Glue is way better, clear one. Lash Glue is way better to make the glitter stay on your eye. So that's a tip from me that you guys should use. And I learned that tip from Beauty by Melissa. Now I'm putting this in slow motion so you can see how fire this glitter looks on my eye and how just precise I'm being with the placement of it. Look at that. Look at that. When I move in the light, you can see some of the little glitter flicking. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Let me stop being a bird. But when it comes to this step, you can apply as much glitter as you want. There's no limit. Keep applying until you feel like it's popping. That's pretty much it for the glitter process. Now I'm just going back in and making sure everything looks good. I did apply my eyeliner off camera because I wanted to make sure that I did it correctly before I put it on camera and look crazy. And if you guys have watched my previous video, you're pretty familiar with my foundation routine. I am using the Ruby Kisses BB cream, and it looks bomb on camera, like the shade, but it is a little light on my complexion. But it's a really good, affordable beauty supply store foundation that I definitely recommend. And they always hold me down with the shade range. And I am gonna blend out my eagle looking eyebrows. Don't worry. Everything is going to, look good. Trust the process. Here I'm going in with my favorite e.l.f. brush. I think it's a blending perfector brush. And I use that for literally everything. And that's just to make sure that everything is smoothed out on my face. And the smaller areas that I can't reach with a bigger brush, I use that brush to blend it out. I also use that for my eyebrows. And then now I am concealing. I have to go with the speed of the video, so that's why it seems like I'm talking so fast. I'm using the ColourPop in the shade 75, Rich 75. I don't know if I'm like a big fan of this concealer just because it's so red, and my foundations are usually red, so I don't like using like a red undertone concealer with a red undertone foundation because it makes me look crazy. However, I think this foundation, it either had a neutral undertone or I don't know, something. and it was able to work with this concealer. For people my skin complexion, that's something that you should look out for. Like if you notice that your foundation has a lot of red in it, do not use a concealer that has a lot of red in it because you will look crazy. I've experienced that. So what I tend to do is that if my foundation, I balance it out. If my foundation doesn't have a lot of red in it, then my concealer can have red in it, and then I use like a translucent setting powder. But if my foundation has a lot of red in it, I will use a concealer that's a little more cool or orange undertone. And I also love using a translucent setting powder just because the white also kind of tones things down if I feel that I'm a little too red or orange, and it just kind of settles it back. As you guys can see, I use the NYX one because it's my favorite, and it doesn't give me flashback even though it's really, really white. And even though in this video it looks like I'm doing fast swiping motions, I'm actually very gentle under the eye because I do not want no patchiness or like line of demarcation. I feel like that's my new favorite word, underneath my eyes, because that has happened before if you're setting or putting anything under your eyes too fast. The remaining product of the translucent powder, I just go over on my face and just, blend everything together because you can never do too much blending. Now I'm putting I forgot what this is. My face powder, which is from LA Girl Pro. It's good. It's like the best powder face for me, but it's still, a little ashy. And I'll put that all over my face to merge everything together. Then I am putting in my blush, and I'm using my blush as a contour because I couldn't find my eyeshadow palette or my eyebrow powder, which I usually use to contour. And now I'm slapping blush on me crazy because if you know me, you know that blush is my absolute fave. And you could just never have too much blush. Like, I don't know why everyone hates on blush, but blush is the best. If I put too much blush, I will go in with the powder brush that I used previously just to tone it down, as you guys can see here. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite blush slash highlighter at the moment, which was the NYX Duochrome. It's the orange one. I don't know the name, but it is fire. I'm also going to mix with the Juvia's Place highlighter to go on my face. As you can see, it was a little too intense for me. And I'm going to show you guys how I fix when I put too much highlighter. Yeah, so on both sides of my face, the highlighter was intense. So I used the remaining products on my nose. I didn't add any more just because I don't want to look too crazy. And I'm going to go in with my powder brush, which has leftover powder foundation on it. And I'm just going to swipe that over and just spread the foundation, not the foundation, the highlight a little bit more throughout my face so that it just looks way better. But it did like leave a little bit of like streakiness on my face. And then I'm going to go back in with the under eye and putting the purple and the pink that I used on my eyelids just to give my eyes like, a more completed look. I never thought that shadow underneath your eye mattered, but apparently it does. Then I, put my eyeliner in my waterline, and then I use my favorite Absolute New York lipstick in the shade brown, I believe, and I lined my lips as well. And I'm going to go in with the NYX Madeline lip gloss, which is the best new lip gloss for literally every skin shade. After I put on my lip gloss and make sure it's popping, I'm going to quickly use my Nicka K mascara. It is literally the best $2 mascara I've ever used. It's from my beauty supply store. It makes my lashes look amazing. And I think I'm pretty much done for this video. I didn't record any slow-mos, I believe, so it's just the finished look. Hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I'll try to make a better tutorial. When I was filming, I wasn't aware that I wasn't looking at the camera, and then everything just kind of was a mess. But thank you for watching this tutorial. I love you. Subscribe, share, comment, like, anything. Thanks for the support.